Hey everybody, it's Anastasia again. I'm back and I'm back, and as the title says, I quit my job and I moved to Bangkok, Thailand. Yay! All good things, all good things. So, I really wanted to, thinking about doing this video, I really wanted to be sitting outside at the infinity pool that comes along with the condo building of the condo that I am in, maybe with a cocktail. But every time I thought of doing that, I thought of how freaking hot it is. It is now 87 degrees with the humidity, if not 100, in the 90s. Okay, so I didn't want to see me sitting anywhere, even beside a pool, sweating to death, trying to get through this video in public, and neither do you. I mean, seriously. So, I am coming to you from my bedroom. This is the view from my bedroom. It's not, I'm looking at it, it's not pretty. There's actually the view on the other side over there that you can't see is actually better, but I couldn't figure out how to position this thing, so you get what you get, all right? Okay, back to the subject. This video is just an introduction of what is to come on this channel. The last time you saw me, you saw many packing videos of me putting my stuff into a storage unit because in preparation for something that I never told you what that something was. That something was me last year, I believe last November, November of 2024, I then quit my job and was planning to move to Cambodia, to Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Last year at that trip, I had planned, and I did actually go there. I went to Italy, I went to Rome, I went on a spiritual journey. I went to Italy, I went to Rome, I went to the Vatican, I went to the Basilica. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And I was there for, I think, about a week. And then after that, I had planned to stay in Bali. I went to Bali for a month in Ubud. I stayed in a very nice homestay with a very nice family. I had planned to do yoga every day and like totally like, center myself and lose some weight and, get all groovy. But there were some stumbling blocks in my health that stopped that from happening. So I didn't do yoga every day. I don't even think I did actual yoga at all. I did do some like, spiritual meditations that were, again, amazing. And after a month in Ubud of being very ill, I then went on to Phnom Penh, Cambodia, with the plan to get my teaching certificate, my TEFL certificate. Was it teaching English as a foreign language certificate, and remaining in Cambodia as a English teacher, because Cambodia is one of the only countries, one of the very few, there's like two or three, in Southeast Asia. In Latin America, it's different, but in Southeast Asia, where you can teach English without a degree, without a bachelor's degree, associate's degree, master's degree, whatever. So that was my plan, was to teach English in Cambodia and live there forever in a happy life. Well, it did not work out like that. And there's a whole nother video where I will explain all of that. This is not that video. So now cut to almost November, October 30th of 2025. Well, after that didn't work out, I came back to the United States. I got another job. The job that I had before and the job that I had earlier this year was as a semi truck driver, 53-foot trailers, big monster trucks. I will probably insert a picture here. And by the way, I did film and take pictures of my trip last year in 2024, which I will, make another video about. But anyway, so came back, worked in trucking again, saved up some money, and realized after you go to Southeast Asia, there ain't no coming back to the United States. Your eyes are wide open as to the expense, the just like how we are being ripped off by the things, by the amount of money that we pay for the little services and the little products that we get. So many things. We will get into that later also. So went back, another year of trucking, saved money, didn't save as much as I would have liked, but enough to realize I got to get out of here. I cannot do this anymore. The whole goal was to come back, save money so that I would not have to, number one, do trucking anymore, and number two, move out of the United States. And that's what happened. So my plan was to plan. We all make plans, and then the universe, God, the divine, however way you want to say it, you will hear me say it in a million different ways, decided, no, you're not gonna, my plan was to leave in like, December or January, and hoping to like recoup money that I had spent on other things. I was like, oh, I'll feel secure if I have 3 more months of wages. But no, as I said, the universe, I made my plan. The universe said, no, this is not going to happen. You need to get out of here. You need to wrap this up. You have, in September, there was Rosh Hashanah, which is the new year, the Jewish New Year. And so I went through celebrating that. And during Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, you basically say, you are grateful. You give your thanks for the previous year, the current year, and then you make all of your prayers and wishes and hopes for you to have an amazing next year, to be a bigger, better, smarter, more loving, more compassionate, richer person. And when you make those prayers and you ask for that from God, you know what? You better watch out, because he listening. And sometimes he's like, oh, you want to be this bigger, better, richer person? Okay, then let's get the ball rolling. And this is how it's going to happen. You're going to quit your job and pack up all your stuff, and you're going to fly all the way across the world, and we're going to get it done. So that's what happened. Plan to stay in America in January. At the end of October 30th exactly, I boarded a plane to come directly to Bangkok, Thailand. How I decided, after going to Italy, Bali, and Cambodia, and deciding that I was going to come to Bangkok, Thailand, where I had never been before, will be in another video. This is just an introduction, okay? And I wanted to get this video done because I've been in Bangkok for 2 weeks, and I just felt like time is slipping away. Like, I need to get this video made before I forget what I want to say, and before it stops being relevant. So I guess how many minutes am I? I'm 8 minutes. Should I go into how I got? Yeah. Okay, let's go into October 30th. I boarded a Turkish airline, one-way ticket to Bangkok, Thailand. Let me go back a little bit. How to come to Thailand as an American with a U.S. passport, you do not need a travel visa. You are allowed to come to Thailand visa-free for 60 days. Yes, 60 days on a visa-free, 60 days visa-free. And I think that you can apply for an additional 30 days. See, I'm already forgetting stuff. This is why I needed to get this video. You can apply for an extension at the embassy here for an additional 30 days. So it's possible to be in, as an American, U.S. passport, 90 days is possible in Thailand, visa-free. Very similar to like that whole Shenzhen zone thing that goes on in Europe. But I wanted to stay longer than 90 days, so I had to figure out how I needed to do that, and you need a visa to do that. So There's retirement visas. There's this thing called the elite visa, which is basically they're telling you, honey, if you're rich, bring your money over here. You can do whatever you want. Okay. You get that elite visa, and honey, the world is your oyster. You can come here on a work visa, meaning you get a company here in Thailand to hire you and sponsor you, and you can come here on that work visa. You can come here on an education visa, which is you sign up at a language school here in Thailand to learn Thai, and you know, but you have to obviously pay for the school, and you have to go every day, and it's a lot. I will go probably into a video of detail about that. You can come here also on the education visa. You have a choice to either learn Thai, learn Muay Thai boxing. If you don't know what that is, it's I think you spell it Muay Thai, Thai boxing. I'm sure you've seen it. It's kickboxing, and it's their national sport. You can come here and learn that, get a visa to do that, and also to learn culinary skills, so you can learn to be like a chef that makes Thai cuisine. There's a visa for that. None of those things appealed to me. Well, the education visa did at first until I looked deeper into it, which I'll go into that later. And I was like, that's not going to work for me. We need to dig deeper. And what I ended up doing is coming here on a multi-entry tourist visa. It's called METV, and it is good for 6 months. So I can stay in Thailand for 6 months, but I have to leave the country every 60 days for a little period of time to kind of like reset the visa, because I'm here as a tourist. Like, it's not a I live here now visa, it's a tourist visa. So as a tourist, I'm just visiting. So I need to be visiting in Thailand and then visiting someplace else, and then I can come back to Thailand and visit again. So I hear that there's like a trick, if you play it right, that the way that it works out, like, you leaving every 60 days. So you can leave every 60 days, but you can also go to the embassy and get a 30-day extension. So you could be here for 90 days before you have to leave. And based on that, like at the very end, right before the visa is about to expire, you can leave the country and come back, and it resets the 60 days. You can get an extension for 90 days. So it's a possibility, instead of being in Bangkok for 6 months, you could be here for 9 months if you play it right. I don't know if I'm going to do that because it sounds really complicated. I haven't really sat down and tried to figure out how to work this system yet. Like, I haven't even bought a calendar. Okay. We're going to buy a calendar today, though. So I'm going to figure that out. In the meantime, I have rented this condo. I have signed a year lease. And so with the plan of something's going to work out, I'm going to work it out. I don't want to say too much on this video because something I say might be illegal, and I don't want that to happen. So we're going to work it out, though, and we're going to see what happens. Lord is going to find a way. Okay, so where are we at? 13 minutes? I think I'm going to just put it here for the intro. So what you're going to see going forward is me making my way in Bangkok. You're going to see me doing the things that people do in Bangkok, like going to the mall. Everything's at the mall. Going to the temples. I don't know if I'm going to make it to the beach. I have a good reason to go to the beach. I have a friend of mine that I met in Cambodia who I adore. She's at the beach getting her diving certification, and I don't know if I'm going to make it there. It's on the other side of Thailand. So we'll see. So what are we going to see? Malls, temples, the travel when I have to leave for 60 days, me getting this apartment together because I have been living full-time on that semi-truck for 7 years. So me being back in an apartment after all that time is a big deal. Like, I forgot all the things that you have to do and all the things that you have to buy and everything that it entails. So yeah, there's going to be me living my life in Bangkok, and I'm hoping that you will take time out of your day, your busy day, to join me and watch. So first, I want to say a big thank you to the Lord. Thank God, I'm so grateful that I was able to do this, and I'm also grateful for my friends that encouraged me, helped me physically, helped me, through encouraging talks over the phone, that helped me with, my friend Christy helped me with a place to live when I came back from Cambodia. I'm so grateful. Um, my friend Rosie always being, listening to me ramble and talk on the phone as I'm driving and keeping me sane. Also, my friend Gina for the same, just keeping me encouraged and going forward and, with my plans and so great. And my friend Natalia, who uh, works in the hotel business, it's helped me with hotels and just being a great friend every time that, since I was living full time on the truck, anytime I was off the truck, I was in a hotel. And when I stayed in Tampa, where that storage unit is, she was always there and just so sweet and so nice and so helpful. Love you. And also, of course, my bestie, Jason, who has, always encouraged me and, always been on my side through all of this and understanding and listening to me ramble and all my issues and whatever, but just always, keeping me positive and knowing that whatever I needed to do, whatever I wanted to do was possible. So thank you to all my friends. I mean, a person is nothing without their friends, and I'm very grateful and very appreciative and thankful and all the words that say that, I just really am glad that I have friends and the friends that I do. So that's it. So on to the next video, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.